We are reviewing They Live. Just put on the damn glasses.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after death.
Our movie of the week assignment for this week was John Carpenter's They Live. Classic movie. This movie came out in 1988. Directed by John Carpenter, starring Roddy Piper and Keith David and Meg Foster. And it's basically the story of a man who's just a wanderer. Basically, he gets into a city, he meets up with some people, and these people are basically smuggling these glasses. And what these glasses do is reveal to the world that an alien race has pretty much taken over. And some stuff that he sees when they put on the glasses is, first of all, you see, like in this picture, you see what they really look like. And then when they look at the billboards and like the magazines, they say like obey, and they say like procreate, and they just, you know, don't go against authority, submit to authority, consume. Yeah.
No room for discussion or something like that too.
Yeah.
I like
Joey says yes.
I like when he puts on the glasses. The effect that John Carpenter used was to like just make it black and white, but it's not just like black and white. It's like Twilight Zone, black and white.
Yeah,
like Twilight Zone episode, black and white.
Yeah. Roddy Piper. This is like his only movie.
This is in the height of his powers, though, really.
But this was a great movie for him.
This is like
he's lucky. Yeah. Carpenter met him at a wrestling event, right? And was like, I love this guy. I love his energy. I want this guy.
Nice.
Yeah, wrestling in the 80s was huge. Like, there was so many big wrestlers in the 80s.
I mean, he could have been, what was it? Such and such, the nanny one with Hogan. What was the one that Hogan did?
Oh my God.
You know what I'm talking about?
That. Yeah.
That's where it could have gone, but he lucked out and got this movie.
Yeah. This movie has Roddy Piper, as you see, Keith David, Meg Foster, George Buckflower.
Keith David is the best.
Peter Jason.
As soon as he comes on the screen, all I could think of was, how'd you get the beans above the Frank?
He's great in this movie. And even though I knew how the movie ended, when it happened, I was like, oh, no. Because it happened so quick.
It's a quick movie. It is a quick little
right?
Like
only 90 minutes.
Right? The movie is based off of a short story called 8 O'Clock in the Morning, written by Ray Nelson. And then John Carpenter came and did the screenplay. It's the storyline. Nada, a down on his luck construction worker, discovers a pair of special sunglasses. Wearing them, he is able to see the world as it really is. People being bombarded by media and government with messages like, stay asleep, no imagination, submit to authority. Even scarier is that he is able to see that some usual normal-looking people are in fact ugly aliens in charge of the massive campaign to keep humans subdued.
I like that.
It's very much not that aliens are taking over. It's they've taken over. And they're just keeping us in, you know.
Yeah. Because remember the scene
and we don't even know it.
When they're in the studio and the guy's like, look, man, it's not just here. They're taking over the whole world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One of the taglines.
Isn't the idea that the main signal, if they take that out, for everybody, or is it just in the United States?
See, that's where they had thoughts of like a sequel.
You know, it's falling apart everywhere.
Yeah, like that would be
because
the beginning.
That's not a very big satellite dish that he destroys at the end.
Yeah, but it's kind of built like the main satellite dish. You know what I mean?
I get that. I get the conceit of the prop, but it's not nearly big enough to beam around the world. Are you kidding me?
No, but what happens is it's big enough that it's like a whole major area, and then the what do you call it happens? The side effect, shockwave. In other words, people are like, yo, the aliens are everywhere. We can see it. It just spread. They just take down the next.
Oh, no, I'm not talking about the end. I'm talking about the control of the world. If that's the main hub, how does that get around the world? I get that after the veil's drawn back, it's too late. But that can't
Yeah.
be the lone satellite for the world.
I mean,
Ramon-
but it's communicated.
Ramon says, "What movies are you talking about?" Ramon, we're talking about They Live.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a very simple answer on why it could be the main satellite, because if it's alien technology and it's way more advanced than ours, it could do it and look like something
I'll
made.
give you that. I don't like that answer, but I'll let you have it.
No, but it's like it's viable.
No, I'll let you have it. I think it's a cheap answer, but I'll let you have it.
I mean, remember, this is 1988. You know what I mean?
And it's a Carpenter movie where you don't. It's more about
John Carpenter did the music, so that bass line.
Yeah,
that
I
went
saw that.
Yeah,
I
that
saw
all the way.
that.
He did the music, I think, for this and Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that. That's amazing.
Yup, that Halloween theme. I think that's his.
Yep.
Some of the best tagline, like I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass.
You're
and I'm
okay.
all out
For her,
of bubblegum.
fucking ugly.
F-bomb warning. I heard some of the taglines. Obey or else, alien invasion of the subliminal kind. They control what you see. They decide what you hear. You think they're people just like you. You're wrong. Dead wrong. Who are they? And what do they want? You see them on the streets. You watch them on TV. You might even vote for this one this fall. You think they're people just like you. You're wrong. Dead wrong. Yeah. Some of the photos. Let's give people some of these photos.
I think the only thing I wasn't feeling was and I get it, like Roddy Piper was a wrestler, but him, I think Keith get into like a little bit of a brawl in an alley.
It's the most legendary brawl of the 80s.
It goes on for like 10 minutes
and
at least. It was like, all right,
it's barely believable until it keeps going. Because I get they're both strong guys, but you ever fought somebody, you get tired pretty quick. You're not fighting for 10 minutes. Not like
it goes on for. I mean, it's cool. Like he's a wrestler, and I get it.
And what does he say to him at the beginning? Either put him on, or you're going to eat that trash can, or something like that.
That's what he says in the hotel room too.
Ramon is so lost. He's like, "What movie are we talking about? Critters, Ghoulies, House, Puppet Master."
Are you watching the stream, Ramon?
No, he came late, and that's why he's confused. We're talking about They Live.
I mean, like you watch it because the picture's right there.
Oh, the stream does
right there.
Oh, how about this quote? This quote. When Frank says to him, he doesn't want to get involved. I've walked a white line my entire life. I'm not about to screw that up. And then Roddy says, "White line's in the middle of the road. That's the worst place to drive." Great line.
Wasn't there a funny something like "Ain't love a bitch" in like the hotel room after he gave some of the glasses?
Like that,
yeah.
Oh, this movie.
You look like your head fell in cheese dip back in 1957.
I like that one.
Sobreviven.
One of the best lines in the movie is one of the producers was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "What does this mean? That Ted Turner is really a monster from outer space?" He's like, and he replied, "They want to own all our businesses." He goes, and a Universal executive answered him, "Well, what's the threat in that? We all sell out every day." And he goes, and I ended up using that line in the film. We all sell out every day.
Jeez. Where's the other one I just saw? I'm scrolling through some of the ones that are well known. Oh, Brother, Life's a Bitch, and She's Back in Heat.
Yeah.
Oh my god, so good. Now they had talks of doing a sequel.
It'd be interesting. Who would pick up though? The chick though. When they finally get to her, and then she blows away Keith David.
Yeah. I mean, well, they don't show it, but like, it's like those quick cut shots.
I must have missed something because I was fairly tired while watching this. Where did they get to the point where they didn't need to wear the glasses anymore and they
put on contacts?
Yeah, they had
contacts.
I don't know how. Maybe I went to get a drink or something.
When the guy found them in the hotel room. That was part of the good side, whatever. And he brought them to a meeting, and they were like, "Look, we've updated it," and he gave them like contacts. Yeah.
What's up, Angel?
Empire Comics in the house. What up?
What's up, Empire Comics?
Yeah, Angel getting ready with these mystery boxes. Y'all better get ready. Head over to Empire Comics on Instagram and on YouTube. Subscribe and like. He's getting those mystery boxes ready. He's doing big things.
I want some stickers, Angel.
Yes,
I want
stickers.
some
We
Empire
love stickers.
to put on my drawing board, and I'll hand them out for you too.
Joey says hello, Angel. And Hulk. Huh?
That must be something between the two of them.
They have their little private discussions there. The sequel. So you could basically pick up where they're, the rest of the world is awakening.
And then trying to hold the resistance over their powerful overlords.
Yeah. But I think John Carpenter was very, very iffy on it.
Makes sense, because I'm trying to think how many. Not a whole lot of his movies did he do sequels with, right?
No, not that I remember.
Halloween.
Yeah, I was gonna say other than Halloween, right?
Oh, Angel says, I got y'all. Bring some Tuesday.
Right on.
See,
Like
that's
I
what
said,
I'm talking about.
I don't have my
That's what I'm
drawing board in
talking
front of me,
about,
but I stick all my friends stickers and then I'll hand them out whenever I show them at. I have no problem doing that.
Angel says, what up, Joey? Joey says, he gave me a Hulk comic box, Sam. You F-bomb.
Yeah.
Jeez. Joey. I can understand when it slips out, but you typed it, Joey. You typed it.
Speaking of Angel, did you see the Instagram post he put up with all the different Marvel and DC toilets?
Yes, I saw that.
Some of them are interesting. I don't know if I can
A
sit
little
in
creepy.
front
Like, I would
with
not.
a guy behind me. The one that creeped me out was the Hulk one.
I know. Like,
The rest of them were like, yeah, okay, but the Hulk one's like, he's angry.
it's okay, Joey. We still love you. It's okay. Ramon says, meh. Meh.
Yeah, I thought this movie though, I thought it kind of watched like an independent horror movie and like a low budget one, but and it was also like a little bit of a throwback to like the low budget of like the 50s, like horror things going on, and it all worked so well. Like,
Well, Cliff and I were talking about this, I think, in the chat. It's so much a John Carpenter movie. Probably, if not his best.
It's the most John Carpenter movie.
It looks just like
Mhm.
if it's him getting to the best parts of his talents, because it's written well, but it's a John Carpenter shot movie. The way it looks just looks like the rest of his, but very well done.
Yes, Ramon. I looked at the list that you sent me.
Because that
Is
black
it
and
a
white
movie
thing would have
list?
been really cheesy,
Yeah.
but he did a good job with it.
This was hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
that was
how
right.
they-
that right at the end, that got me.
that's how they end the movie. They could probably did a little better job with this paint and
Here's
stuff.
my
Like,
thing, right?
like
This woman's just like, yeah, whatever, right? Too, like, you look down and see that. Come on.
Yeah, it doesn't have that 1988 glaze on it to cover it up. So
Yeah.
right?
that 80 feet probably takes away from some of that.
Although if you saw it in the movie theater, it would have looked pretty crisp back then.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Thing I saw the other day. Thing was
The
dope.
Thing's a great movie.
Joey says, "Watch Prince of Darkness if you get the chance." That's good Carpenter.
Is that the one with Anti-God, Joey? Because that one's like really hit and miss among fans.
Did you guys see the Easter egg of they're using the Ghostbuster, what you call it, the reader?
Oh yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
the-
I know what you're
for
talking
the,
about.
for their, I guess, their communication device.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
no,
that's
it's how they track them.
Yeah, I was like, that's the thing from Ghostbusters.
How about
Joey
two-
said, I was right, Joey. See, I know some Carpenter. All
and
right,
I'll
good
let-
on me.
And I'll let some of this go. But how about the fact that when all of a sudden they all just know how to use machine guns? Like it's because
I like
you
how they
shot
shoot
one
him
of them.
like.
Yeah, and they hit everybody. They hit exactly what they need to hit too. I'm letting it go because it's
Yo, green shirt guy. I want you to understand that you just said this about an 80s movie.
I
Okay.
know that.
I want you to tell me what 80s movie did people not suddenly know how to use machine guns?
As
Because
much-
it's like every movie.
As much as I've kind of been down on some of the movies we watched over the last couple weeks, and this one's a little, I actually really enjoyed this movie. But there's a couple things like that took me out. Like, come on, like I get it, but like they're hitting everything, having never lifted one of these guns before.
Do
And
you
if
know why?
anybody-
Do you know why?
anybody
Carpenter
that
was
shot
so
one
mad
really
at Star
different.
Wars.
What's
Carpenter
that?
was so mad at Star Wars. He needed people that could hit things when they shot at them.
Yeah.
No, but when he goes into the bank, he just starts shooting with a shotgun.
Right.
And I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm like, oh, so he got the guy that was behind two other people with the shotgun? Like,
Too
come
No,
much.
that probably would have killed all three people.
on. Yeah. Oh, it's like stuff they really didn't think about back then because I guess, we're seeing this for the first time.
Dude, it's
So it's
entertainment.
like,
It's just like, oh, look at your brother Kenneth.
1985, Tom Cruise.
So listen,
Shout out to Mr. Roland. Shout out to Big Brother Roland. Legend. Oh, Legend. That's one I want to review. Legend was great. Ramon says Big Trouble in Chinatown. It's Big Trouble in Little China, Ramon.
We'll just assume his phone typoed him. But listen,
done.
So like Mark Hamill was in an interview not too long ago talking about how he's going over the script for the original Star Wars, and he's like, we just came out of this room where we fought this creature. My hair should be matted for continuity. And Harrison Ford is like, kid, if people are worried about your hair, this movie isn't working, right? And I think when we talk about continuity errors from movies of that specific time, I really think we have to think with that mentality. That's what Hollywood's thinking. It's like, this movie's not working. It's not entertaining the audience. If they're thinking about your hair, get in there. Of course you can shoot him. You're the star. Shoot him with the shotgun.
Kid. You gotta say it like Harrison Ford. Kid. If you're worried about that,
if I could do Harrison Ford's voice, I would be very famous and not here.
Hey kid, it's not that kind of movie. You're looking at your hair.
Hey Carrie, what are you doing after the shoot?
Carrie and I had a sleepover last night. What's in your business?
Yeah, right.
And I just love that young Mark Hamill was so naive. He's like, I thought they were having a sleepover. Yeah. That's really what he thought. And I'm like, oh my God, Mark Hamill.
Luke, your feelings will betray you.
I was wondering why they didn't invite me.
Oh my God.
This guy,
I think
was he in the beginning? Where was he in the beginning of the movie?
He was I think he was the guy, like the boss at the construction yard.
Was he?
Oh,
I think he was the boss at the construction.
Remember,
yard.
he was like, I remember.
It'd be like a dick.
Like,
yeah.
Right.
I think that's where.
All right.
How about? And here's the thing, because I work for a quote unquote union shop, where he shows up at the construction site, and the guy's, this is a union job. And he's like, well, can I talk to the shop steward? You can, but you still gotta fucking join the union. That's how this works. Like, I have my own tools. Okay, you still have to be part of the union. I don't know. They just gloss over that quickly too.
I think it was more of, and this is probably bad according to today's standards, but I think it was more of he looked at the Mexicans and the immigrants over there, and it was kind of, oh, if they can do it, then I can do it. You know what I mean?
No, I'm not.
I can lie my way into it.
He can work, do the Rowdy's. I'm talking about the guy running the site is like, this is a union job. You need to be part of the union. And Rowdy's like, well, yeah, let me talk to the steward then. Like, I'll work it out. I'm like, you still have to join the union. That's how this works. And then 5 seconds later, he's got his shirt off, shoveling or whatever.
Just digging. Look at that picture of Roddy. That was like, I guess it was kind of mind blowing too. Like when you first put on the glasses, and then you're just walking around everywhere, and you see like every sign, everything is just taken over. And the trouble about the glasses is that you can't really wear them for a long amount of time.
Yes.
And they like mess with your mind and stuff. This was a funny scene.
That's the scene I was saying.
You're freaking ugly.
What do you call her? Like aldehyde face or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. And how about the guy behind the counter after all the nonsense goes, hey man, you need to leave. Not like get out of here.
No, leave,
hey,
buddy.
Man, you need to leave. Like, not cool, man.
Like, look at these, like the chips over here. Obey and confess.
Oh, I don't think I noticed that.
Yeah, the chips, everything. But that's the detail of this, like everything. Like everything. Uniform.
Oh, the watch too.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this.
No thought. Stay asleep.
That portal opens in the ground. Are you jumping through it?
Yes.
Even though you don't know where it's going?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're gonna die if you don't.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
Maybe.
You're gonna die.
Not the way I've been shooting. Apparently.
They got you cornered though.
Yeah,
so
but not the way I've been shooting. Apparently, I can hit everybody.
I mean, you make a good point. Because you could shoot off to wherever. Because I thought it was ill when he was showing them the place where they just like transform and fly out to the galaxy. I was like, oh, that's good sequel material right there. That's good stuff right there. you could eventually have the humans say they take over that machine. Oh, we're gonna go to their freaking planet and take care of them or something like that.
Well, what's to say, or what? I mean, yeah, they're going to other planets to whatever, because it looks like you're going on vacation. But what's to say that it's a trap that you don't get sent there and you become a slave on one of those other planets? I think that's a better sequel, but
Very true. Very true. I thought it was cool about like, what he's watching is he's watching the church.
Yeah.
And they hear like prayer and singing and all that, and then he thinks something's up, so he goes to the church and he realizes it's a tape recording.
How about nobody hears any of the noise he makes in that building? That's not that big.
I guess because the chanting and stuff is pretty loud.
I mean, maybe.
You know what I mean?
It's not loud enough that they can't talk in a normal voice next to that speaker.
Meg Foster. What was wasn't she in He-Man?
Yes, of course. She was Evil-Lyn, man.
She was Evil-Lyn, right?
I do not know that. Meg Foster is legendary.
It's those eyes, man. Those eyes are crazy.
Those eyes are amazing.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, when she pushed him out the window. Oh my!
Hit him in the head with the bottle and pushed him out the window.
Oh snap! I never trusted her though. Never.
You can't, because you know she's Evil-Lyn when you're watching the movie.
Evil everywhere.
How about when Roddy and Keith David are fighting? I remember that part where he smashes the back part of the car.
I didn't know that was his car. Did he have a car?
I don't think it was his car. I think they were just next to the car, and he was trying to hit him, but he missed. And then Keith David's got the bottle. He smashes it, but then he looks down, and it's just like this little. He's like, and he like throws it.
I think there's a backstory of that being somebody's car,
probably
like real life car, like on set, like real car.
Oh, is that right?
I think so. I don't quote me
better.
on it, but I think that was a genuine. That's why he laughed, like "ho" or something like that.
But yeah, but remember right after that he smashes the bottle like he's gonna go, and he looks down and there's like nothing left. He throws it to the side. I think that was a mistake they just left in.
Yeah. Yeah, but They Live.
I liked
great,
it. It was
great
fun.
movie.
I think it's a classic, like a little bit of a cult horror film, but like it's a classic, independent. And it's aged very well. Like I thought
it has. Well, for an '80s movie, but yeah, it's kind of like when you send a comic book to CGC. If it's in the '80s and sometimes a little bit earlier, they're a little less nitpicky about it because they realize it's old. Whereas if you send them a modern book, they're really stringent. So I mean, if you watch a movie like this, you're like, yeah, it's an '80s movie. I have to let some stuff go. And you look at it as an '80s movie, it's very enjoyable.
Listen, they made it with $3 million, and even in the '80s, that's still a reined-in budget.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, most of the shots were, it's not big shots. Seldom have a CG thing, like quote unquote CG thing.
No,
like,
but
where that little machine was looking at him, he was like, "Hey, buddy, you watching me?" And he blows it up.
He really shoots it.
Yeah,
that wasn't even CG. That was practical effects and green screen. That's all they had.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing that would be, I mean, it wouldn't even be CG, but that would be in that realm of real special effects is the portal that they right before they jump down it.
Yeah.
But even that I think was probably done after the fact. You know how they used to paint on actual cells. That would be my guess, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that's John Carpenter's They Live. What did you guys think? Have you seen They Live? Leave a comment in here. Let us know what you think.
This world is made for